Hello everyone, this is KC868-A8. This video I will show you how to use this Ethernet cable work with this ESP32 module. Now we not use the Wi-Fi work by the ESP32, we just use the Ethernet cable and work in the LAN. Because this is a chip, this is LAN 8720 Ethernet chip, so we can use the Ethernet cable for the communication will more stable. Now let's look at this A8 board. We will use this Ethernet. I work with ESP32, and we can see this diagram firstly. This is the Ethernet chip, and because we need to define some pins in our Arduino code, this is our Arduino code, and we can see this is the demo. We have write for the UDP communication, because we can use this Ethernet debug toy, send a command by the UDP to this board, and this board will get the information and send back to our computer, so we can test with this Arduino code. Firstly, you can see this is the include this .h file. This file is included with the Arduino library. Just install the Arduino. Already have these files, and this define you just as our have right on our phone this pin define. You can see this is for Ethernet for this LAN 8720 chip. I will define not to change, just copy for this define. And this is static IP. You can set the IP in this command, and this is the local port. You can change to yours for yourself. I have used this part, and this IP, and this gateway, and this subnet, and this DNS. So you can set all this information by yourself and go on. You can see this function. We can default set configure the some information for the Ethernet, and this will print if the configuration is failed or configuration is successful. And after you connect with the LAN successfully, it will be print the IP address, the local IP address, and then begin to UDP listener. The board will listen to the client to connect with this board. And go on, just go to the loop. The loop just deal with the package. The package is received from which remote IP and which remote port, and then begin to install the package and copy this received package to the send buffer, then send the package. So you just the computer send it to the board and send it to the computer, just as the same as the information, just send it to the board and feedback to the computer. Okay, we can upload. Okay, now begin download. Okay, complete. And after complete, you can see this network LED is green and the yellow is on. So it's the LAN began to work. We can press this button, reset. I can give you see the serial port information. We can enable this serial monitor, and we can press this key, and you can see this configuration successfully, and you can see the IP address. The board is for this IP address, and now we can open this window for Ethernet debug, and this is my computer IP address, and this port we have used because we have used this port listener 4196, so we use this open, and the remote IP, this IP is this board, A8 board, ESP32. So this is 2 and 2, 200, 2.200, and 4196, and we can input a test KC8, and we can press send. And you can see I press send the KC8 and send to this IP address and port, just this board. This board is received KC8. This is not needed to see. Just you can see this receives the KC8, And from this IP, this is my computer IP, and from this port, my computer port. And also it can send back to my computer. This is my computer have received from 2.200. This is A8 board. So this is received from Kinkoni. So this is sent to the board, and the feedback to the computer is Kinkoni. So this is the communication for send and receive. And if I have input A, B, C, D, and send, and you can see it received and sent back to the A, B, C, D. So this is very easy. Just this a little code, you can use the Ethernet communication. Okay, you can see how to receive the package and how to send the package, so you can work for many functions for the Ethernet and for the network project. Okay, thanks for watching.